However, and honestly, if it would fall over in the direction of the power line, it could be real close to catching the ground wire. It would be really close. But I don't have no noise whatsoever on this thing. It's just utterly amazing. But I do have 5 ground radials on it. 3 of them are 32, 2 of them are 65. I took one of the 65s and run it across the yard and grounded it into the stream, and I took the other one and drug it behind it and moved the antenna to where I could get one of the 33s in the stream out there, and I grounded it with a short piece of grounding rod.
I got 6 ground radios on this article. One of the little hustlers has 4 bander.
Yeah, and you get your lifetime membership number. Right now, the next one is, we just had one coming up here, 1182. That's K4AOA.
What's up, guys?
James in North Carolina. He's in there. So the next one on the list would be 1183.
Just trying to figure out where to go here.
I have to talk to the pooper on that. And
let's see.
If you got a computer in the shack, go to www.brothersnetlogger.net. www.brothersnetlogger.net. And once that appears, all you can do is log in. If you have
some research, picking everybody's.
This is KB2UKA is the frequency in use. KB2UKA. CQ 40 meters. KB2UKA. CQ 40. Kilo Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha. Long Island, New York, standing by and listening. November 8, Juliet. I think I got November 8, Juliet Echo, Papa, QSL. All right, James, good afternoon. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. About 50 miles east of New York City. I've got a 5-7 copy on you. How copy? Over. James, sorry about that. I went off frequency. Do you copy? All right, Roger. You're 5-7 here, Long Island, New York. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. Thanks for answering the CQ call. I got you down here in the logbook, and I look forward to working you again. November 8, Juliet Echo Papa, KB2UKA 73.
AA3 KBC.
Hello, DJ.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thinking 40's still a little long. I hear you, just not as strong as normal.
Well, you're 10 over, and I am turning the beam towards you, so...
Well, you just went 5 over, and I'm sure you're going to get louder, so there you go.
Yeah, that's close enough.
How was that delicious-looking Chinese food?
Oh, good. Not as good as when Joan had the restaurant in town. I had to go to Park Hill, which it was an hour round trip from when I ordered it to when I drove there to pick it up. I had to wait 5 minutes and then back home. So, but it's still good. That the wonton soup, I had 2 of them because Carol doesn't care for it, so I ordered 2, so I had 2 of them, and everything else was good. So there's a new Chinese restaurant in town going to open up at King's 21. Joan used to own that restaurant, and I guess she sold it, and I think it's her cousins that are going to be opening it up, and she sold them all her recipes, so that's going to be good because the other restaurant that she had when she sold it and people that took it over, it's okay, but not like when Joan had it, so we're looking forward to having the really good stuff again.
Oh, Chinese. Yeah, I love Chinese. I just can't eat too much of it. It's got to be good. And well, let me rephrase that. I can eat a lot of it. I just can't eat it too often. I get sick of it very quickly. But now I'm getting a hanker for some Chinese. We had Panera bread this evening. I had a spicy chicken sandwich, and everyone else had a salad. So we ate relatively healthy tonight, DJ.
Okay, yeah. Well, I had the hankering for Chinese. It's been a long time since we had it. So I got, well, you can see there's going to be enough for a couple more suppers. I can't eat as much as
What's
I
up,
used
Bill?
to. I used to, have two big heaping plates. Now I have not quite a heaping plate, but close to it, and then that's about it. So, and Carol's not eating much because of her tooth, and that, so she just had a small plate. But yeah, it's like anything though, Doug. Too much of it, and you get tired of it.
Yep. So I'm going to try to come home early tomorrow, maybe around noon. I got to cut the back lawn, and then I'm going to try to get this loop on the ground down. Either that or I'll do it Saturday mid-afternoon. But I should have it down in the next day or so.
Okay, I am going to cut my grass tomorrow too.
We had a beautiful day today. The rain is gone. It was just absolutely gorgeous out. Really beautiful. It's about 75 out right now. I think it went up into the low 80s. I think it's gonna go into the mid 80s tomorrow.
I think they said Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday chance of rain.
Well, you've got it now because we had it all week up until today. I think we're gonna have a nice weekend. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're beautiful until there'll be storms on Monday. We're pretty good all the way until Sunday night.
I just got to bring it up.
I just dropped my bandwidth to even lower. Do I sound any bassier just now?
I don't think so. You're still same width as me.
Well, I was 50 low. I just went to 10 low. But I'm cutting above that anyway in the EQ.
Okay. No, you sound good.
Beautiful.
Yep, nice signal. Anyhow, yeah, so Monday and Tuesday, so 75 and cloudy with showers. Tuesday, cloudy with showers. So Friday, 81, feels like 90, just sunny. Saturday, mix of sun and cloud. Sunday, mix of sun and cloud. So Monday and Tuesday, they're saying rain.
Yep, that's what I got. But you have a nice weekend coming up, it looks like. Similar.
Well, every day's Saturday for me, Doug.
Don't rub it in, DJ. Don't rub it in.
Well, the problem is you really get lazy.
Yeah, but you got Carol, you got the land, you got the radio hobby. You keep busy.
Well, that's true, yeah. But, yeah. I did miss going to the shop, but I don't miss it now. And that time I had to go in there to help Mark when he had his finger cut there. I did a couple tire changes, and I enjoyed it. But I got home. Carol says, "Did you enjoy that?" And I said, "Yeah, but I don't want to do it anymore. I'm glad I'm done. I just don't have the strength and the energy anymore."
Well, you do things at your own pace. You worked hard all your life, and that's one of the benefits of being retired. You don't want to do it, you don't do it. If you want to do it, you do it. And you've got no boss to tell you otherwise.
Yeah, I can remember, getting up early, going out, whatever it was, planting or harvesting or whatever, working late into the night, getting, in the house and having a shower and having something to eat. And then you couldn't sleep because you're so overtired. And then when I was building the plane, like I was up early, I worked out in the shop till 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I lost 20 pounds weight because I wasn't eating. I was just thrashing away at fabricating and getting that thing all built because I had to get it done and get it out of the shop, get it painted because spring was coming. So, I just kind of look back on those days and all the energy I had and how hard I worked. And now, I dug the potatoes up. I did a couple rows, went in the house, had something to drink, sat, kind of let my hip kind of rest there. And then went back out and dug a couple more rows, and then paled them up and washed them all off, put them out in front slab here, front concrete in front of the garage, and washed them all off, let them dry out, put them in the bags, and carried them downstairs. And I just had to take my time doing it because, even like yesterday, planning all that stuff, I worked hard at it, but boy, did I suffer after.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just like anything else. It's all the balance. But yeah, you suffered after, but then you can rest up at your own pace, and then you can do it all over again, DJ.
Well, I like doing it. I want to get stuff done. I hate leaving stuff behind. So anyway, I'm kind of looking forward to what you're going to do when you get moved. Have you found a place, or I was kind of surprised when you said in the next 3 months.
So she's going to start looking in about a week. I have a meeting Wednesday morning with my business partner and our attorney. Because what I think is going to happen, DJ, I think I'm going to sell the house to myself and my business partner in a form of an LLC. And then that'll allow me to cash out. And that'll also allow me to maintain ownership of half the house that I live in now, turn it into a rental property, and then I can live in the house for the next 3-4 months while I find where I want to live. And it's the perfect scenario because I get to sell a house, but after I sell it, I get to own half of it.
And rent it out, so you got rental income.
Correct. Rent it out. We'll do an interest-only mortgage when we rebuy it, and we'll rent it out for 5-6 years and then sell it, and buy an or use this to piggyback and buy another one, and maybe we'll start collecting houses.
Well, that sounds like a plan because there's always a need.
Yeah, there is. So as soon as I meet with the attorney next week, I will give her the go-ahead to start looking, like a 7-8 mile radius to where we live now, because we want to stay close enough that the kids are not on a very long bus ride to the private school. And the requirement's going to be no less than 3/4 of an acre, but really, it's no. I need at least 0.9 of an acre to like 1.5, somewhere around there. And then I'll go look, and I'll go with my compass, and I'll look where the trees are, and it's gonna suit my needs as well for the hobby.
Well, that's an important aspect of it. No HOAs or anything like that, and being able to, even if you wanted to put up a tower, being able to do that. So. This is your hobby. I don't think you have anything else, really. So it's something that I know when we were looking, that's what, Carol said, you do what you want to do as far as property for whatever you think. And that's why, when we found these 2 lots here, holy mackerel, are they 368 feet by 165 or something, 68. But anyhow, long in the end. So lots of room to put towers up and antennas and all that kind of stuff. So this is my only hobby. So I made it fit for this.
Yep, it's mine as well. If I could find 200 by 200, that's perfect. 200 by 200. If I go corner to corner, I can make a 160 meter doublet work.
Yep. So that's 200. Or that's an acre.
Yeah, that's just about an acre, right? 200 by 200.
Yeah, it's 200. I forget what it is now, 210, 220, or anyway, when you say 200 by 200, it's easy figure, and you say it's about an acre.
Yeah, so an acre. I need an acre. If I could get more than an acre, that'll be great. Um, and this will most likely be the house that I live in the rest of my life. Well, I can't say that. I'll probably want to get the hell out of New York when the kids go to school.
I'm just looking at Long Island real estate here.
So I'm gonna look in it's on look in the center of the island and go a little bit right on the North Shore. Smithtown, Nesconset, St. James. That's all pretty close to where I live now. I'm looking at anywhere from 700 to $1 million to get an acre. And obviously above $1 million, but I don't want to do the highest I'll go is 1.1. That allows me to still put 20-30% down and not pay PMI and get a decent mortgage payment.
Yeah, Long Island New York real estate, 440 homes for sale. That's on Zillow.
Yeah, there's I could find something for 650 that I'll have to put 150 into it, but it'll have the land that I want. But it'll be very dated and need work. But that might be a possibility too. Especially if I still have this thing that I'm in and I could still live here for half a year or whatever.
So where again, around what did you want around what town or what would you call it, a borough or whatever?
No borough, it's a town. Borough would be in the city. Hold on. Let me pull the map up. I just logged myself. I'm not going to confirm it. All right. Well, if you look where I live now, it's right. It would be right near there. So if you pull me up on QRZ, you'll see I live in Kings Park. Anywhere a little to the left or a little to the right along the water there, or inland a little bit, a mile or two I could go. But any of that area, Northport, Fort Salonga, St. James, Smithtown, like any of that area, you'll see Comac. That's the square in that area.
Okay, Kings Park, New York real estate and homes for sale.
So if I want an acre, I most likely have to get out of Kings Park. That'll be very hard to find. I have to go into Fort Salonga, I have to go into Northport, or I have to go into Smithtown. If you pull my house up on Zillow, you'll see what it's worth. And I've got about a 300 some odd thousand mortgage on it. So I'll be able to cash out a good amount and put that down on the next one. KB2UKA, almost at the 20.
BA3 KBC, yeah, almost at 20 homes on 1 acre for sale in Kings Park.
Did you just you click that parameter?
Yep, but all it's showing is lot.
Yeah, so I could get a construction loan and build, I guess, but I kind of want to just move in.
Yeah, everything here is just lots, and then they want you to build, or they will build.
The north, where I'm where I live and all those other towns I mentioned, that's all woody. It's all woods and rolling hills. The south shore of the island is flat. The north shore is hilly and high elevation, then low. Like right now, I'm pretty low. I'm a half mile from the water. I'm probably 180 feet above sea level. But if I drive a half mile, I'm at 0. So this is the area, if you're in the hobby, you want to be in. This is where you'll find 80-foot pine trees and big oaks. Man-made, naturally made towers are all along the North Shore. ZeroDown.com, what they'll just build. Let's see. 24 Chestnut Stump Road. Oh, that's in Northport. Okay, that's not Kings Park, but it's yeah. Yeah, so here's Nissaquag. Yep, these are all the areas. Yep, this is all the areas. These are the price ranges. St. James, 1.5 million. See, look at all that. That one is, you can't even see the house. The land is so big. That's got to be 2.5, 3 acres. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, the one for 625,000 is 2.1 acre.
Yep, and that one, 2.1 acre lots, and the picturesque, yeah, Nissaquag is gorgeous. See, those are all Native American names. Long Island had a huge Native American population. So, Nissaquag, Nisconsit, Comac, Hopog, those are all Native American.
Yeah, that Hawk's Nest, that's nice little location there. Nicely wooded. You know, the thing with trees, Doug, and you know it's their natural air conditioning. You'll be 10 degrees cooler.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. I could put a big Delta loop up back there. No one would even know it was there. Go down, go to 38 Titus Lane in Cold Spring Harbor, New York. Look at that thing. 2.2 mil. Posted 11 days ago. It's a compound. That's right on the water. That's a little west of me.
That's a water there. Or is that grass?
That's grass. That's grass. That's a big lot. They got a huge infinity pool. Look at the driveway. They're showing 3 cars on one end of the driveway and then another driveway with 4 cars.
Well, that's got to be a print.
Yeah, this might be this might be land. This might be land and they're showing you a rendering.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you click on the next one, it just doesn't have any home there at all. It's just where the location is.
Yep. Well, this will be the 3rd time I'm doing it. Let's see. I bought one of my mother's houses when I was young. That's where my wife moved in with me. Then we sold that and moved to Connecticut. Then I had the house in Connecticut and I moved back here. And I rented the house in Connecticut for about 4 years. Then I sold the house in Connecticut. So this will be 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th move. And this is going to be the biggest one because now I've accumulated a lot of crap.
Well, I know that feeling.
Did I post a picture of the dumpster a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah, I need like 10 more of those.
Yeah, when we got off the farm there, holy mackerel, unbelievable amount of stuff you collect over the years. Always a chance you might use it.
Yep, that's usually it. That's usually it. And the other, you got to remember, I think you might know this about it. We have 2 dogs, 3 cats, an African gray parrot, and about 2,000 gallons of exotic fish tank. multiple fish tanks. So the movers aren't moving that stuff. Like, I'll hire movers to move the big stuff, but we're gonna have to drive that's why we're not going far. We're gonna go 2, 3, 5, maybe 8 miles tops from where we are now. And then all the radio equipment I have to move myself. I can't have anyone pack that. So it's a big move.
Well, we moved from the farm to here, which is about 3.5, 4-minute drive, 5 minute at most. I made 12 trips with the van and the trailer. And then we had movers do the furniture. Mind you, we bought a lot of furniture, Mennonite furniture from Forever Furniture. You know, the bed, table and chairs in the kitchen or dining room, hutch, king-size bed, a lot of stuff. So really just the couch and a couple of chairs and the fridge and stove were the only things that they had to move. So, but yeah, it was still all the other junk that we had, she boxed up, and that was the one time. So we lived in a double-wide mobile home for 47 years, something like that. So, so that was 1974 when we got married. So we're going to be here, well, we're 6 years here now.
Well, where you live, it's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. So you've got a nice homestead there, DJ. Beautiful.
It's come along a long way. Yeah, the landscaping is all done pretty well. The grass growed up now. Looks really good from the pictures that I got on QRZ. But we love it here.
I think, sorry to change the subject, I think my external power meter is on the fritz. I've had it about 2 years. It's an Ameritron SWR and watt meter. And when I unkey, it's not going all the way down to 0. It stops at like 50 watts. Oh, yeah, it's moving very slow when I unkey. Well, might be time for a better power meter.
Well, is that showing the peak?
Hold on, let me see. 1, 2. No, the I've got it set on peak. Yeah, it shows the peak. So peak, it's hitting the high end on fine, but when I unkey, it normally quickly drops back to 0, the needle. It moves very slow. I'll unkey and I could count to 4 and then it'll hit 500 watts. Then it'll go down to 4, then 3, and it stops at around 50 watts. And I'm just noticing this now. It wasn't doing this yesterday. So it's probably on the fritz.
Pick up an LP 100 or 300 or whatever.
There's another Canadian there. Well, I have the CN 901 and I run it on peak, so it goes up to 500. And when I unkey, it slowly goes down, maybe about 50, and then just kind of hangs there and takes forever to get down past that. So if I go to average, like it goes up to maybe 250, 300, I unkey and just drops right away. Anyhow, how you doing there, Toronto? Well, another beautiful day. We're into September now, and we've got those sunshine, blue skies, nice and warm through the day, but really cool at night. Great for sleeping. VA3 KBC, bottom of the hour.
Hey, DJ, sounded good, man. Sounded really good. You got a big signal coming into Unionville. Big signal. And is that Doug out there, too? Is that Doug out there?
Vito, what's up, brother? What's up, man? I've got you 5'8" into New York. How are you copying me?
You're 15 over, man. I just run the 100 watts. The amp is warming up, man. You sound great. How you liking the radio?
Oh, I'm loving it, man. Absolutely loving it. You came up, by the way. You were a little over 9, even on the 100. It's been great. I'm using all outboard audio gear with it. I I just re-EQ'd this 4K profile the other night. DJ was helping me. So yeah, I'm just playing around, but I'm loving it. I'm getting I'm putting down either tomorrow or Saturday, a loop on the ground because this ANAN is so sensitive. 80 meters with the vertical has become unbearable. Like here is fine, but I can't really get on 80. I've got like a 5/9 noise floor. So the loop on the ground, I'm going to use diversity, and I think it's going to be a good combination.
Oh wow, that's too bad. Wow. Yeah, noise is a killer. Well, 80's noisy to begin with anyway, so I guess with the non-sensitivity. I know, what's his name? Steve, K1GMM. I know that he did a bunch of stuff with diversity too, I received. So, yeah, it's a bugger, when that happens. But anyway, you sounded great, and DJ sounded great too, so.
Ah, well, thank you. Well, not only does DJ sound great, he looks great, and that's what's important.
I've got that drilled into all those guys' heads now.
Oh, DJ, do you got another fake picture up on your page?
Yep. And Vito, I was off the air for about 4 weeks, maybe 5. I got hit by lightning.
Yeah, who did I hear? Somebody, you know what? Let me tune up on the next over. Yeah, somebody was telling me that, man. Well, there's a couple of guys that got hit.
Yeah, Frank got it. Even his glasses on his desk got zapped.
They got hit a few days apart. 2 guys in the same group of friends.
Did his ANAN get blown up or what?
Frank's did. Mine, we were sitting in the sunroom, and I was thinking of going and unhook the doublet, but I thought, oh, heck, we had all those storms last year, no lightning around here, nothing so far this year, and then the rain really came down, just pouring, and kaboom. Carol says, have you got stuff unhooked downstairs? I said, nope. So came down, the power supply, the radio, the tuner, the Yaesu control, rotor control, and the one computer wouldn't turn on, the other computer.
What's up, Todd?
So, what had happened, it came through the coax. The Astron, the next morning I turned it on, everything was fine. So it had reset itself because I had it unplugged. The Yaesu, I had to get a new rotor because the speed control was shot. The Palstar tuner, I got a board for it, put that in. The computer, I got a new computer, just a Lenovo refurbished one. And the ANAN, the LAN, the USB, not USB, but the CAT was shot. So I sent that to the guy in Arkansas, and $250 to fix it. And then a new card, what do you call it, card for the computer to talk to the ANAN. So, but Allstate came good, and I did okay. I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the fact that I could get the ANAN fixed. If I had to buy a new one, then I wouldn't be smiling, because what they pay you is a percentage, and it's discounted and depreciated and all that other kind of stuff. So fortunately I could get it fixed, and same with the AT2KD. So the rotor I had to buy, but I still came out decent.
Oh, holy crap, man. It's the headaches though, right? It's one thing to get covered, the coin thing is one thing, but just the headaches of having the logistics of having to get everything fixed. And, oh man, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're back on the air.
Well, it was $400 to ship it down to Arkansas. Yeah, anyhow, that was another story. But what we did learn, Frank found out about the Array Solutions ladder line surge protector. So he got one, and I've got one now in line. And I've got, Dominic says, get some battery backups with the surge protector. So I got 2 of those, one for each, like for one half of the station, and then for the other half of the station, the computers and the power supply and everything. They're on battery backups. Because when the power goes out here, Vito, it may go out for maybe 2 or 3 seconds and then comes back on, or maybe a half an hour. But we've got a generator, but it doesn't come on for till about 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, and then the generator kicks on. So I was on the radio once talking to Dominic and Don, and it surged a couple times and then went out. So that's not good for everything. So anyhow, I got those backups. I got the Array Solutions ladder line surge protection, the ground rod, and I already have that Array Solutions surge protection on the beam. So now I've got everything covered. I put a plate, copper plate in the shack here. I got barrel connectors, so I've got the coax going through that, so I can just reach up and unhook them, because before it was really difficult to unhook the coax from the back of the tuner because of the location. So I've got it where I can easily get at it, and that is also grounded outside. So in a sense, like I said to Art, in a sense it was a good thing, because it made me do all these things to correct any issues that I could possibly have in the future. VA3 KBC.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've got an APC 1500 in line here, where I've got all my computer and power supply stuff going through as well. So I've got the same thing. If I got an outage, I still have, it's not a huge amount of time, but mind you, the computer suck up a lot of power, so that'll drain your, those batteries. Those aren't big batteries in those units, but anyways, I've got my solar, bin, where I've got 2 100 amp hour batteries, so that's about 2400 watt, 2400 amp hour. Sorry. So no problem there, but I rarely need to go to that. The power is pretty consistent here, but good. I'm glad you got everything straightened out. That's excellent.
Yeah, well, the battery backup surge protection is just for that, 10, 15 seconds before the generator comes on. So that's what that is. Anyhow, I'll let you carry on with Doug. I got to get something to drink. I had Chinese tonight, so why my mouth is dry. I'll be right back. VA3 KBC.
Go get a wet one, DJ. So my wife and kids are at the track exercising, so I should have at least another 20 minutes, Vito.
Yeah, okay, cool. Very good, Doug. Well, good to hear you. I've seen a couple of the videos that you've put out over the last little while. I just been busy with a bunch of stuff happening down here, and I'm getting ready. Probably another couple of weeks, heading down to Florida for about a month and a half or so, to extending Toronto's October fall into summer a little bit. So we'll be out there till mid-November and making our way back the last third week of November. So looking forward to getting away.
Hello.
Ooh, oh, we got a hello in there. And by the way, Vito, I think Steve's live right now on 3854. Who's the hello? Come on back.
Good evening, Vito, and who else is there? Kilo Delta 2, Kilo Tango.
Hey, good evening, Mark. Nice to hear you. Big signal coming from across the pond there.
Yeah, so what are you up to there, man?
Oh, just like I was telling Doug, we're just tying up some business stuff, small business stuff over here, and we're looking at heading down.
Unfortunate, but
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you know what? I had it marked in my calendar here, but unfortunately, I was going to reach out to you to tell you we probably won't be making it up, because I've got some work happening at up at the farm at the tenant's property, where we're getting some maintenance done to the heating system there, and it happened to be on those 2 days that you were coming down. So I'm sorry you're not making it out. Looks like it's going to be some nice weather in the next little while.
Maybe up there they're predicting rain and stuff down this way. So who knows up there in in Canada? I don't know. But anyway, I just heard you on. I was just thrown it around the band, and I said, wait a minute, that voice sounds familiar. So I just thought I'd check in.
Hello, Charlie, 2, Quebec, Mike, Arthur, Jersey Shore, New Jersey.
Oh, there's a Jersey Shores, New Jersey. Go ahead, Doug. Pick it up. I'm sure you're hearing Mark up there in upstate New York. Hopefully, you're hearing him. Go ahead, Doug.
Sure. Hey, Mark. This is Doug, KB2UKA, Long Island, about 50 miles east of Manhattan, right on the North Shore, about a half mile from the Sound. I hear you just fine. 5 and 8. How are you copying me? Over.
Good evening, Doug, I should say. Yeah, 5-8. Nice signal up here into western New York. So, yeah, good copy.
All right, great. Yeah, 40's nice and quiet this evening. Very low noise floor. And it's playing nice between New York and Canada. No problem. We're running an ANAN 7000 mark, about 1,100 watts into a 43-foot vertical, with 125 ground radials and a tuner, legal limit tuner right at the base, and all outboard audio gear.
Sounds good, Doug. Yeah, I'm running the 7200 and an ACOM 1010 and a 4210 EF end-fed half-wave. That's a very simple setup here. Go ahead.
Well, it's doing a great job. Sounding great. All right, I'm going to go get a drink now, too. Vito, pick it up with Mark, KB2UKA.
Hey, Doug, I just wanted to say you got a good signal over here into Jersey. Normally I don't hear you too well, but you got a beautiful signal. 10 over. Very good.
Holy schmoly, John. You're sounding beautiful. You're about 5'9", a little over here, man. So this is the first time you're hearing the ANAN.
Yeah, not only that, it's the first time I'm hearing you filling up my room here. Normally the signal is just a little bit tough. We're pretty close to each other, so you're skipping over me a lot of the times. But yeah, man, it's beautiful right now, and I'm here in Canada just as good. So band conditions are spectacular this evening.
That's great. How do you like this audio profile?
It sounds very balanced across the spectrum. You've got a good balance between high frequency and low frequency. And so that's going to work well for you no matter what band conditions. So definitely, I remember the last time guys were telling you that there might have been a little bit too much low frequency, but from what I can hear, it sounds nice and balanced right now.
Well, thank you. And I completely reworked it since then anyway. So there's no reference point anymore. All right, good. So that means I could add more lows now. That's what you're saying, right, John?
Yeah, sure. That's it. Yeah, okay.
KB2.
All right, let me go grab a drink. DJ's back in there. John's in there, DJ.
I hear him. Hello, John.
Good evening.
Yes, it is. 87 degrees. It was 88. It's down to 87 now.
Oh, we've actually had a little bit of a cool down here, which is nice. For the first time in many, many months, we've actually had 70 degrees days here for the past 2 days, which is quite nice. We had some rain the past 2 days, which we really needed. But today was just a nice, sunny, dry 70, I would say about 75 on average was the temperature today. So just a nice, comfortable, easy day.
Well, here we get, September's really nice. We get, 75, 80 degree days, sunshine, blue skies. Nights cool off, really nice, into the high 50s, low 60s. And, it's just gorgeous. But I always like flying the plane or riding the motorcycle in September. So, but we were supposed to have this rain last weekend. Niagara Falls, Scott was Julie were up Niagara Falls, and I think what did he say? Monday, all day Monday it rained, but we missed it. It went all to the south of us. We didn't even get a sprinkle here. So, but this coming Sunday, Monday, I think, or is it Monday, Tuesday? One of those. Those 2 days were supposed to get rain, so we will see. It doesn't matter to me. I got my potatoes dug up, everything's all dug up, but it's nice to have some rain just for the lawn and the trees and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. My lawn was starting to turn into straw after a while, but the rain kind of revived it. I got a quick playback for you here. Hold on 1 second.
You say Monday, Monday rain, but we missed it. It went all to the southwest. We didn't get a sprinkle here, so. But this coming Monday, I think, or is it Monday, Tuesday? That doesn't sound too bad. I don't like the sound of my voice, but the audio sounds pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't like it either, but you sound pretty good there, DJ.
While you were in the middle of your transmission. All right. Well, there's a couple other stations in there. I'll just take a standby real quick, and I'm actually going to run upstairs for about 2, maybe 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. KC2QMA.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Doug, we don't like your voice either, but you do sound pretty darn good.
Well, the thing is, we all look good. We've got those faces for radio.
Yeah, thank God for radio, eh? Yeah. So what's been going on? I'm running the 7610 now, right?
Yeah, I think that's been a couple months now. So yeah, you got it from a friend, I believe.
Yeah, I got it from Chris out in Brantford. He actually runs an ANAN out there, and he had picked it up off of Michael V3BGE, I think it was. And Michael spins through radios like the wheel on the Wheel of Fortune. But anyways, no, yeah, I've been running this for I guess about a month and a half, or maybe it's been 2 months. I don't know. I'd have to double check, but it's been a couple of months, I guess. Yeah, it's working out pretty nice.
Well,
All right, I'm back.
I'm thinking it's got to be 3 months. That was back in the spring, I think.
No, it wasn't the spring for sure. I think it was. Well, I don't know. You know what? I could probably find out when it was, because I did an email. I did an email transfer, so that won't be too hard to find. No problem.
Yeah, but you know how time goes by.
You know what, Doug? You are absolutely right. It could be. You're right. It could almost be into the 3rd month. You're right.
Yeah, it's DJ. Doug went to get something to drink. I got my drink, and he's gone to get something.
I'm back. KB2UKA.
That's okay. I'll go buy anything.
Oh, sorry about that. I meant DJ, for crying out loud. Yeah, I'll find out. But you're right. It's been at least 2 months for sure.
Well, they both begin with D, Vito. I could see how you make that mistake.
Yeah, you guys look so great. I forget about how you sound.
See, DJ, I knew that would be a problem.
Well, hey, when we've got it, we've got it.
Oh, man, this is great. My wife and kids should go run on the track more often in the evening.
Well, the band is in nice shape right now. It seems like, through the afternoon is junk, but I think around 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it starts to improve.
Yeah, it's. I haven't heard conditions this good in a while on 40. John, do you still copy me?
He stepped out for a bit.
Sure do. About a 10 over here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're still 5'9", no problem.
I was telling the other guys this morning, I had one of the new 8,000 DLEs on order. I did cancel it though, and I was one of the problems I was having is I was just not having very good communication with the company, and I had some questions that I wanted to get answered before I made my purchase, and I just didn't hear anything back, so I figured I'd cancel it for now. I figured I'll wait until some of those units start shipping, and maybe just see how it plays out before I commit to that. But I definitely like the idea of the 500 watt transceiver. Definitely looks good. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to stick with my NB1 for now, and it's a beautiful radio. I love the way it works. We're nuts. All of us are really into this experimenting, right? We love playing with all this stuff. So But for now, I'll just stick with the MB1. I'm pretty good.
You don't have a radio?
Oh, absolutely. I have a very nice radio. I'm very happy with it.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful radio. I sold the SDR2 to Scott, and he sounds amazing on it. And I had the same problem, John. When I ordered the 7000 from them, oh whoa, my my pure signal just went nuts. When I ordered the 7000 from them, my credit card kept getting declined, and they finally wrote me back and they said it's Amex. So I call up Amex. They're like, no one's even attempted to bill your card, and we would have called you or sent you a text if we were going to block it. So then I couldn't even pay these guys. Another week went by. I kept telling them, just send me a PayPal invoice. Finally, they sent me a PayPal invoice for the deposit. And then I had some questions, and they just didn't reply. But I lucked out, man. The 7000 took 5.5 weeks to get to my door.
Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. That's about what it seems like for the 7000. It seems like about 6 weeks. It seems to be, I would say, approximately an average. So yours was a little maybe faster, but 6 to 8 weeks is, I think, what their timeline is for the 7000. As far as the 8000 DLE Mark II, all bets are off there. They claim that the first group, which I was in the first shipment group, they say December, but based on the history, I kind of figured it wasn't going to be December.
Yeah, and we were talking about it in the chat. I was talking with Frank about it. These guys are not business guys. They're just not. It's not part of who they are. They're completely impartial to whether they're sending out an invoice or not, or if there's a frustrated customer or not. They're just all about the tech and building a device, I think. And I think they lack any business acumen that could probably accelerate them to the point where they're competing with companies like ICOM and Yaesu, right? Because they have a really, really good product. They have horrible marketing and horrible customer service. So they need a guy in there who's business-minded.
They need a veto.
Yeah, they do need a veto.
The flagship Flex, I've had an 8000 before. I had the Mark I actually originally, and now I have the Expert MB1. And out of all the companies, I would have to say that Expert Electronics has provided the best customer service that I've had out of the bunch of the companies. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's certainly the best that I've had out of the three. And one thing that really impresses me with Expert Electronics is the fact that, look at the conditions they're under, right? Their country is essentially at war, right, if you think about it. And yet, even with that, they've been able to completely go from an old an old piece of software, which is version 2, to the SDR3. These guys are really, really busting their nuts there, trying to develop that program, and I'm just impressed that they've been able to do so much in such a short time. I had the Flex for a bunch of years. And man, it's just dead in the water. Like they just know there's no improvements, there's no updates. It's becoming kind of long in the tooth, And the ANAN is great. The only problem I had with the ANAN is that Thetis is based on Power FDR, which was created by Flex Radio. Actually, it was created on a kitchen table, believe it or not. If you want to know the story, Gerald Youngblood from Flex Radio and his son created Power SDR in their kitchen back years ago. And Thetis is still based on that old application, and it's just been piled on and piled on and piled on over the years. Now, granted, for what it is, and especially what Richie has done, it's excellent. But the ANAN, they need a new software package. I mean, they really got to figure this out, because the software is becoming so old-fashioned now that, Expert at this point, they're running QT6 libraries now, and QT6 has so many advantages over any of the other software that's out there. One of the big things about QT6 is that you don't have to write, when you write let's say you're coding for Windows, for example, right? They code Expert SDR3 for Windows. Well, the beautiful thing about QT6 programming language and libraries is that you don't have to write a separate version for the Mac, a separate version for Linux, a separate version for iOS, a separate version for Android. You only have to create the package one time, and the QT6 programming language automatically calculates all the extra data needed to basically make it compatible with all the other applications. So just that alone saves them a tremendous amount of time, making the software available across multiple platforms. So that's a big thing. And the other thing that I love about the new Expert SDR3 is that it takes full control of a modern computer, which Cetus does not. Because it's using the modern programming language, it takes full advantage of all the threads and cores in a modern processor, which is critical. And not just that, the GPUs. It's got special coding just to take advantage of the horsepower of a good GPU card. So, as you upgrade your computer, now this software is going to run like gangbusters. And I don't know if you've seen recently the latest version, the alpha version that just came out, but man, it is unbelievable. It just came out 2 days ago, and wow, what a bunch of differences a bunch of changes they made that are just incredible. Just the processing alone, I went from having pretty low processing to begin with, which was like about I was seeing 10 to 15% peaks in my processing load. Now I'm seeing like 5 to 7. So just the new coding alone has made it more efficient just in processor usage. So it's kind of really exciting to see what they've been able to do. And keep in mind, this is something they're doing this while they're essentially at war, which is, it's just unbelievable. KB2UKA.
No, everything you said is 100% spot on. I was running that version. I had the testers release. They just released even a more updated tester release when they made that other one public, if that's the one that I think you're talking about. Their customer service is very, very good. I couldn't wait anymore for Pure Signal. I wanted to, and I couldn't wait anymore for this NR2. So that was the selling feature for me. But I'm telling you already, I wish I didn't sell the thing. I wish I had it here and would just go back and forth between both. But who knows? Maybe I'll get another one someday. But you're 100% spot on. So here I am, pissed that they're not advancing version 3 as fast as I'd like. But to your point, they're still advancing it, and they're in the middle of the largest conflict in the last 10 years. So they're a good company. They make a good product. It's all in that software. And yeah, this software is antiquated, Thetis. The reason I didn't get the ANAN until I got it was because I wanted to run it on a Mac. And I've got this Mac sitting here now that's getting 0 use. It's a beautiful Mac. No problems, no conflicts. It's why I'm running a full analog rack again, because I can't get the DOS stuff to work right on a PC. But by the way, I think I'll always run a rack now again. I do like it better. But If they could develop Thetis in that what was it, QT6 or Q6, and they can port it over to Mac, I would switch immediately.
Well, currently the new version of ESDR3
The frequency is in use, 7235. This is Kilo Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha. The frequency is in use, 7235. Thank you. Please QSY.
For ESDR3. So in some time, who knows when exactly, it's going to take some time to get through the challenges, but the fact that it's in progress is good. We're going to have the ability to basically natively run the VSC plugins to have direct ASIO driver support, which is amazing because if you have direct ASIO driver support, you can now take a standard audio interface that has an ASIO driver and connect it to, basically install it, connect it to ESDR3, and we're talking sub-millisecond latency now.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I had to go. I went up to 236 for a minute. There's some Latino stations that are just started up a queue, so I think they moved. But guys, I got a hop. John, it was really, really good to hear you. DJ, Vito, sorry that we hogged that there. If you guys are still in there. I'm going to say 73 to everybody. John, really good talk to you. Let me know what's going on if you reorder the 8000. I'd be very interested to see how you like it. All right, so I'll say KB2UKA. I'm clearing frequency. DJ, why don't you pick it up and say goodbye to me, and I'll listen out. Take care, guys.
Okay, have a good evening. 7 o'clock here, top of the hour. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go too. And good hearing you, John and Vito. And but I may get back a little bit later too. But go upstairs for a bit. So 7-3, everybody. Everybody have a great evening. Victor Alpha 3 kick, but Canadian.
Catch you later, DJ.
Later, Vito. 73.
You guys have a great evening. I'm going to step away because my wife's calling me upstairs also. So I'll be back on later. Maybe I'll catch you guys on 75.
All right, guys. Good night. KB2UK clear. 73.
Hey, Doug, before you go, I rewound your live stream there, and I was listening to the audio stream there. Holy crap, the audio sounds pretty damn good, man. I'm happy.
You sound great, Vito. You sound marvelous. What are you running tonight?
Just the UR6 and the RE20, that's it.
Oh, yeah, it sounds fantastic. Beautiful. Beautiful, sir.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard the playback. I went, holy shit. I said, who's that? Is that Doug? And then I went, what? Hold on. Oh, man, very good. Okay, well, listen, have a good one, man. We'll catch you later. And sounding fantastic. Glad you got everything locked down and dialed down. I know you're always playing around, but that's what the hobby's all about, buddy. Okay, take care, 73, VA3 VMD.
All right, 73, brother, and take a listen right at the end of the video because I just narrowed up my receive to 3K because you were hearing yourself with at 4K with all the noise past your bandpass. So now it sounds even better that I narrowed up. 73, guys.
Catch you later, Doug.
All right, folks, have a great night. I'm out.